Once upon a time, in a vast, serene forest, lived two birds, a gentle mother bird named Lila and her devoted mate, Zara. They had a cozy little nest in a high tree, where they lived happily and peacefully. Lila and Zara had one baby bird, a little one they loved dearly, named Ray. Every morning, Lila and Zara would gather food together, chirping happily, and returning to the nest where little Ray waited eagerly. The little one would chirp with joy as soon as they returned, and the family would spend the day together in bliss. Life was perfect, or so it seemed. But one fateful day, something changed. A fierce wind began to howl through the trees, stronger than anything they had ever seen before. The air turned cold, and dark clouds began to fill the sky. Lila and Zara, as protective parents, hurried to gather food for Ray, unaware of the storm that was about to change everything. They had no idea that this would be the day they would face their greatest fear. The storm grew violent, and when they returned to the nest, their world shattered. Ray was gone. The wind had swept him away. Panic set in as Lila and Zara searched frantically, calling for him with desperate chirps. Their hearts raced as they flew from tree to tree, the forest around them now an unrecognizable blur of wind and darkness. The forest was vast, and time seemed to stand still as the days passed. Lila and Zara couldn't give up, though every turn felt like a dead end. They flew tirelessly, but their hope was beginning to fade. What if they never found their baby? The thought was unbearable. Just when they were about to lose all hope, something extraordinary happened. As they rested near a quiet clearing, they heard a familiar sound, a soft chirp, so small yet so full of life. Their hearts skipped a beat. Could it be? Could their baby be alive? But there was something strange about the situation. The chirping wasn't just coming from Ray. As Lila and Zara flew closer, they saw their little one surrounded by something, or someone, that they didn't expect. A small, mysterious creature was standing protectively over their baby, watching them with keen eyes. It was then they realized that Ray hadn't been alone. A kind-hearted squirrel had found him after the storm, rescuing him from the dangerous winds. But why had the squirrel taken him in? Why was Ray still in this strange place, safe but not yet home? As Lila and Zara approached, the squirrel stepped forward, guarding the baby bird. There was a tension in the air, as if there was more to the story than they could see. What did the squirrel want? Was it just a simple rescue, or was there something deeper behind this unexpected meeting? The reunion was emotional and full of relief, but questions remained. Lila and Zara were overjoyed to have Ray back, but they couldn't shake the feeling that something had changed, that this encounter with the squirrel was more than just a coincidence. What had the squirrel seen, and why did it save Ray in the first place? Would this new connection change their lives forever? As the family returned to their nest, the forest seemed quieter, as if holding its breath. The story of Ray's disappearance and miraculous return was far from over. What lay ahead for the little family? Would they ever truly understand the role the squirrel had played in saving their precious baby?